Women to Watch awards ceremony. I'm thrilled to be here, and I think hopefully all of you will be as excited and boisterous in supporting our awardees today. Before I turn the program over to our moderator, I really want to thank the sponsors of today's event: Alexandria Real Estate Equities, Christensen, O'Connor, Johnson & Kindness, Needham & Company, Thompson Law, Swedish Medical Center, and Washington State University. Can you give them a nice round of applause for sponsoring our program today? So again, I mentioned this is our second annual Women to Watch Award, and really kind of the theme of the awardees here are women in life sciences in Washington State who are being recognized for being thought leaders in their field and who are really shaping the futures of not only their organizations but also the life science industry here in the state. The selection committee had some tough choices. We had 39 applicants this year, and so to pick the top 6 was very difficult. They did a great job, so please give a nice round of applause for our selection committee as well. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our moderator today, somebody that we haven't been seeing as much around the community, Luke Timmerman, who is the former biotech editor for Exconomy, and he's currently writing the biography of Dr. Lee Hood. So please join me in giving Luke a big warm welcome back to the stage here.
Well, thanks, Chris. It's great to be here for the second year doing the Women to Watch program. And thanks for bringing me out of the writer's cave. My wife is thankful that you forced me to shave today. I was thinking about this program, but why do this? It reminded me of a story I just saw recently in the New York Times, which is really not new. We all know this in journalism, but a journalism think tank had done a study which said that of the 10 leading newspapers in the country, 63% of the bylines that they find in those publications are men. And much more so than that, the people quoted on the front page of the New York Times in particular, very influential platform, 3 to 1, men advantaged over women. So this is something we as journalists, we need to think about. We tell the stories of industries, of sports, of human interest, and we want to appeal to everybody. Credit should go where credit is due. And so we just need to make a little extra effort sometimes. Not everybody forces their way up onto the stage, like the individual I'm writing about a book about. People know who I'm talking about. Really exciting to be here, and as I say, recognize 6 tremendous women who are making a big impact in our community in biotech. So before we get started, just remind everybody that the bios of all these people are in the programs if you want to look at some more of the details of their background. And as a special gift, want to let everybody know that the awardees will be getting a copy of a new book by Rhonda Rhine called The Keys to the Corner Office. And Rhonda is here with us, so if you could please stand, people could thank her for doing that. I think I know a few men who would like to read that too. With that, let's get started. So first up, I'd like to invite one of the presenters of today's awards, John Cox. He's a Senior Vice President with Alexandria Real Estate Equities, and he will be presenting the first award to, drumroll, Amanda Jones of Seattle Children's Research Institute. Okay, so Amanda, you can say a few words.
Well, thank you. I'd like to thank the WBBA for this great honor. I appreciate the recognition. I had the pleasure earlier today of meeting the other awardees, and each of whom is doing amazing work in their field, so congratulations to the other awardees. I feel very fortunate to work for Seattle Children's Research Institute, where every day I get to visit schools all over Washington State and take our pretty amazing mobile science lab, our 45-foot laboratory on wheels, to schools so that I can share my passion and enthusiasm for science with kids. We began doing this in 2008. Since then, we visited 144 different schools in 68 different cities across Washington State and seen 34,000 kids. If we're doing our job well, some of those kids will be your future workforce. That's our hope. I want to thank the president of Seattle Children's Research Institute, Dr. Jim Hendricks. Without his support, this program wouldn't be possible. We had this vision that every child deserves access to the best possible science education and the opportunity to work at an amazing place like Seattle Children's Research Institute. I also want to thank the Vice President of Strategic and Community Initiatives, Stephanie Axelrod, who has been a persistent and constant advocate for our program. And I also want to thank the members of my team. Billy Roden and Julie Ho are here today to support me. Dr. Becky Hausman and John Daniel couldn't come today, but each one of these people is critically important to the success of what we do, and they are passionate about what they do and are committed to our mission of making sure all kids get access to the kind of science education that inspires them to become tomorrow's scientists, physicians, healthcare workers, and people who work in the life sciences industry. I want to just end by thanking my parents, who always nurtured my somewhat annoying natural curiosity and supported my interest in academics throughout my life. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Amanda. Congratulations. Okay, so the next award will be presented by Christina Thompson, attorney and founding member of Thompson LLC. The award goes to another Amanda Paulovich of the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. So we'll come over here, all three of us. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'd like to thank the WBBA for this award. It's a great honor, and for also now putting the pressure on me to do something worth watching, because the current NIH funding atmosphere isn't stressful enough. No, just kidding. It's a great honor, and I'd like to thank my team, my laboratory team at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center, many of whom have been with me for 10 years, and we're really working to solve a problem that the vast majority of human proteins can't be reliably measured, and this is a major roadblock to personalizing medicine. I'd like to thank everybody at the Hutch, from the administration down to my faculty colleagues as well, for a terrific supportive environment. And then just briefly, some of my mentors, Pat Parise, who was my high school guidance counselor in rural Pennsylvania and paved the way for me to follow my dreams. John Wolford, who took me into his lab when I was a useless undergraduate at Carnegie Mellon and took me under his wing and taught me that I could be a scientist. Lee Hartwell, who taught me to have confidence in my ability to think independently. And Eric Lander, my postdoctoral advisor, who taught me that with audacity, anything was possible. And most importantly, my family, my parents, who from a very young age tolerated my passion for science, even when it meant putting up with my dissecting dead animals on the dining room table, which completely disgusted them. And my wonderful partner, Sue, for her unconditional love and support, and our 4-year-old son, Jake, for being a daily reminder that life really is good. And finally, in the spirit of this award, to all the generations of women, our mothers and grandmothers that came before and put cracks in the glass ceiling, and may our daughters and enlightened sons finally break that ceiling. Thank you.
Okay, so the next award will be presented by Charles Baltic, the co-head of life sciences at Needham & Company. And the award goes to Caitlyn Cameron, OtoMetrix Medical Technologies.
Yeah. Yeah, hey. I don't know who- oh, I don't know who-
Okay.
So thank you. This is a real honor. Selection for this award is special to me because the nominations came not only from my peers, but from some of the vendors that we work with, and also from some of our investors. I think that's pretty special when you can say that you get nominated for an award like this from your investors. So my first thank you is to all of those who nominated me for this award. I have had the great privilege throughout my career to have been supported and mentored by some wonderful people who gave of their time and their expertise. Their mentorship has made me a better manager and a better leader. So I've done my best to pay that forward, to find others to mentor and support, and to do my best to build a strong life sciences community here and a startup community as well. And I've been just incredibly fortunate, and I want to thank those who mentored me and also my mentees, because I learn so much from you every day. I've also had the great good fortune, I have to look at my notes. Here we go. Success in business is not something that you can do alone. You need a strong community, and in addition, you need a good team. You need a reliable people, people that you can rely upon and who can rely upon you. Teams that pull together can do just amazing things. People who are all pulling in the same direction. And I've had the good fortune to work with some of the very best over the years. From Elise Brenner and Lynn Dicton in the early days, to Dr. George Gates and Dr. Mark Mooring today. A special thanks to Dr. Mark Mooring and Dr. George Gates. Dr. Gates had the vision and the focus over the years and a desire, an unwielding desire to make a difference in this largely ignored little area of the sciences and the medical world. Kids' ear infections, not sexy, not cancer, not infectious diseases, not a lot of people focused in this area, but he kept thinking and thinking and thinking until he came up with the right answer. OtoMetrix Medical Technologies is his brainchild, and it has the potential to have a positive effect on very nearly every child in the world. And of course, with that, all the people around them as well as have a great reduction in healthcare cost. I want to thank my peers in the life sciences community because we have such a wonderful collaborative environment here. That's unusual. You don't see that elsewhere. Here we take care of our own. I want to thank John DeRosier and the Life Sciences Discovery Fund and his entire team for maintaining a terrific organization that supports us all. And most importantly, I want to thank the WBBA, each and every one of you, for all you do every day to create an environment in which companies like mine can succeed. The political environment, the economic environment, taxes and grants and discounts make a difference to us, and it builds a stronger life sciences community. And for that, I thank you. And for this as well. This is special. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. Next up, the next presenter will be Joanne Zhang from Christensen, O'Connor, Johnson, and Kindness.
Good job.
And the award goes to Mila Lobanova of Blaze Biosciences.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor, and I would not be on this stage receiving this award today if it's not for the great work and support of the entire Blaze team. This is a team of very talented and dedicated individuals who work extremely hard to bring the tumor pain technology to cancer patients, and I'm very proud to be part of this team. I also want to say special thank you to two individuals who I met very early in my biotech career here in the United States, and who believed in me then and who made me to believe in myself. So it's special thank you to Heather Franklin, CEO and President of Blaze Bioscience, and thank you to Jim Johnson, who was my boss at Zyme Genetics. Thank you very much for your trust, help, and support.
Congratulations. I think Blaze Bioscience has won it 2 years in a row now. Heather was a Franklin, yeah. All right, so next award will be presented by Andrew Serafini, partner at Fenwick and West. Come on up, Andrew. And the award goes to Ria Kohler of IDRI.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the WBBA for this award. It's a huge recognition, not just for me, but for the tremendous team that we have at the Infectious Disease Research Institute. You know, we all share a mission to combat some of the world's most devastating diseases, including tuberculosis, leishmaniasis, leprosy, and influenza. And I would have to say that I would not be here today if I did not have such a tremendous team who all work so hard and share in the mission. Several of us mentioned all of the support we've had throughout our lives, and my fellow awardees, I've also had great support starting from my parents all through mentors at high school, my college, graduate school, Dr. Steve Reed, the founder of IDRI, my husband, Clark Kohler, my children, Brahm and Celeste, my girlfriends who are here, people at IDRI who are here. You know, I think when you're successful, it's because of the support and the people that you surround yourselves with. So thank you, everyone, and thank you again for coming today.
Congratulations, Ria. Yeah. That's great. It's a whole family function. I love it. Okay, so the last award this afternoon will be presented by Anson Fatlin from WSU. And the award goes to Cito Pappu from Washington State University.
Thank you, WBBA, for this great honor. I deeply appreciate it. I can't tell you how much. But I truly feel that this reflects the tremendous and tireless efforts of the entire commercialization and economic development team at Washington State University, including our business development team that we have recently discovered we have. It is a tribute to the reorganizational structure and the jump-starting of commercialization activities we have done at Washington State University in the past 1 year. And I am very thankful to have a great team with me in economic development, commercialization, and our corporate foundation relations units at WSU that makes this possible. Without all of you, this would not have been possible. I wouldn't be standing here. And I feel that I received this award today on all of your behalf. Thank you very much for being with me all through the past year. And most of all, thanks to my boss for taking a chance on me. And I would like to thank WBBA because I I know how much we benefited in the past 1 year because I personally experienced it because of all the programs and resources and tools they have put in place to move biosciences in the translational realm forward. We very much appreciate it and continue to hope to have this support and tools available to Washington State University, Eastern Washington, as we grow in the health sciences and in other areas that we are great at. We have clean tech to improve quality of living. We have animal health sciences for disease-free animals and livestock, and the health IT is growing a lot. So for all of that, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, wow. Well, I'm impressed by all the variety of people here in science and business playing vital roles to make the local biotech economy go. So congratulations to all the winners, and thanks so much to WBBA for helping shine the spotlight on some deserving winners. I'm going to make a bold prediction. You'll get more than 39 worthy applicants next year.
Yep.
So great job.
Thank
and I'll welcome Chris Rivera back up on stage.
Thank you. Give Luke a big round of applause. And make sure you look for his book, which hopefully will be coming out soon. And again, give a round of applause to all of our awardees, well-deserved awardees. Please, great job.